Welcome back, everyone. We're back again doing another anime to D&D homebrew feature. This time we're doing the Demon Slayer archetype based around Ranger class. Before we get into it, actually, I found this one guy's. He did also an archetype, but he based it around fighter. MaoStyle, I believe his profile was called on Reddit. I'll link his description below because I'm not gonna lie, I heavily was influenced by his thing. I don't think there was any other way to go how he approached it rather than to pretty much do the same thing. And at the same point, it feels like I would just be copying him anyways. So a certain extent of this is copied. His style was based around elementals, so like water, fire, stone, and wind, I believe. So kind of like Avatar styles. I've gone for the three main characters from Demon Slayer with Tanjiro, Inosuke, and I fucking forget the other guy. Our Thunder lad. Those three archetypes or breath styles that you can use. But yeah, so check that out in the link below. His one's really good, and obviously I wouldn't have come up with some as good without an extent taking inspiration from him. Obviously, there is a bit of copying and pasting. Well, to an extent, you can't really copy and paste off his because it's a picture. But check it out. I believe he has a post on Pinterest and on Reddit, but links are in the description below. And then you can, if you want to download this, you can as well. It is up on my Google Drive. You can download as a PDF. And if you guys ever want a Word document, I can get that up there as well. Just let me leave a comment below. But before we get into it, let's just dive straight in. So we have the Deadly Hunters. Essentially, this is the spiel from Rangers classes, like Warriors of Wilderness. Rangers specialize in hunting the monsters that threaten the edges of civilization. Humanoid raiders, rampaging beasts and monstrosities, terrible giants, and deadly dragons. They learn to attract their quarry as the predator does, moving stealthily through the wilds and hiding themselves in brush and rubble. Rangers focus their combat training on techniques that are particularly useful against the specific favorite foes. Thanks to their familiarity with the wilds, Rangers acquire the ability to cast spells that harness nature's power, much as Druids does. Their spells, like their combat abilities, emphasize speed, stealth, and the hunt. A ranger's talents and abilities are honed with deadly focus on the grim task of protecting the borderlands. And then our archetype for the ranger is the Demon Slayer. You have one prerequisite for taking the Demon Slayer archetype. You have to have your favorite enemy as fiends. Otherwise, you can't really dip into this because it doesn't make sense canonically for the class and what you're looking to do. Demon Slayers are warriors that draw on the power of nature by using mythical breathing techniques called breathe style, with the sole purpose to hunt every fiend and monster that threatens humanity. Breath styles are swordsmanship styles practiced and taught by the Demon Slayers. The breath styles makes use of specific concentrated breath patterns, which increase the user's lung capacity and the amount of oxygen in the blood. This increase of oxygen allows the user to enhance their physical abilities and mental concentration, allowing them to fight on par with demons whose physical prowess surpasses that of the average human. You have your Demon Slayer features. So at 3rd level, you get the Focused Warrior and Hunter of Demons. At 7th, you get Concentration Breathing. At 11th, you get Path of the Hashira. And then 15th, you get breathe style Prodigy. Then we have Focus Warrior. When you choose this archetype at 3rd level, you choose a breath style. You can use breath styles only with weapons that lack the heavy and two-handed properties, excluding versatile weapons, of course. Breath styles, you choose one breath style that practice that you're restricted to, and one style of your choice. Many forms enhance an attack in some way. You can use only one form per attack. You learn one additional form of your choice at 7th, 10th, and 15th level, excluding Final Breath. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier. Then you're the Hunter of Demons. At 3rd level, you have a significant experience at tracking and hunting fiends. You have advantage on survival and investigation checks used to track fiends. In addition, you can cast the spell Protection from Evil and Good without material components to yourself. You can do so again after you finish a short or long rest. Then you have the Total Concentration Breathing. Starting at 7th level, you master a state where the breathe style users inhale the maximum amount of oxygen within a specific breath pattern to raise their physical and mental strength to their utmost limits. When you hit a creature with a breathe style attack, you can use your total concentration breathing to enable the focus feature of the attack. Every time you use this feature after the first 2 times, you will gain a level of exhaustion until you finish a long rest. Then you have the Path of the Hashira. At 11th level, depending on the breath style you practice, you gain additional benefit. You have the Breath of Water. You flow like water. You can hold your breath for 30 minutes. The Breath of Thunder. You move as quick as lightning. Your movement speed increases by 10 feet. And then we have the Breath of the Beast. You become strong as a beast. When you are not wearing armor, your armor class is 13 plus your dexterity modifier. You can use your normal natural armor to determine your armor class. If the armor you wear would leave you with a lower armor class, a shield's benefits applies normal while you are using your natural armor. Then at 15th level, you become a breath style prodigy. You mastered your breath style to the point that you are able to harness the power of your element for one deadly attack. You can use your action to use your most powerful breathing technique, the final breath. You can use this feature once per long rest. And then we have the different breath styles. We have three main categories: the breath of water, the breath of thunder, and the breath of the beast. So we have we have 4 forms for each breath style and then 1 final. So we'll just go through each one individually. We have the first form, water surface attack. The user generates enough momentum to create a powerful single concentrated slash. When you make a weapon attack rolled against a creature before making the attack roll, you add an additional 1d8 to the roll. For the focused, you add the extra roll to the damage. Second form, water wheel. The user leaps and vertically spins forward in the air while releasing a flowing attack in a circular motion. When you make a melee weapon attack, you choose another creature within 5 feet of the target to take equal damage. If the original attack would hit the second creature, and then the focus feature, the first target needs to make a strength saving throw or fall prone. The third form is the flowing dance. The user swings his blade at his opponents in a way that mimics the movement of waves on the surface of water. As a bonus action, you can move to a target up to your movement speed without provoking an attack of opportunity. Focus, you gain advantage on your next attack. The fourth form, Blessed Rain after the drought. A sword strikes of kindness that kills the target with little to no pain. When you strike a target with a melee weapon attack, and with that attack you kill the target, you gain the damage dealt as temporary hit points. Focus. In addition, every ally in 20 feet gains half of the damage as temporary hit points. That's a good little feature once you use your focused. Obviously, you need to be level 11 to get that, but still handy, especially if you're going to be dealing big amounts of damage. And then we have the final breath, the Dragon of Change. You call the power of the water element to create a water dragon form that extends your weapon's range and make a continuous attack that increases in power with each rotation. Choose up to 5 creatures you can see within 30 feet of you. Make a melee weapon attack against each target. And on a hit, the target takes your weapon's damage plus 1d8 that increases by 1d8 on each creature's hit to a max of 5d8 after using this ability. You cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn. And then we have the next breath style, which is the Breath of Thunder. We have the first form, Thunderclap and Flash. The user dashes forward and slashes at their opponent with incredible speed. If you moved at least 20 feet before you attacked a creature, you deal an extra 1d6 thunder damage. And then for the focus, the attack is advantage and the extra damage increases to 2d6. Second form, Heat Lightning. A single focus slashing attack. You make a melee weapon attack on a hit. The target can't take reactions until the start of their next turn. Focused feature. If the attack causes the target to make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration, is disadvantaged on that save. Third form, Thunder Swarm. Generating a spinning wave of lightning in all directions, you can use your reaction to gain a +2 bonus to your AC until the start of your next turn. Focus, you gain +3 instead. You cannot stack this AC from the other style. So, for example, if you were to use it on your turn, it wouldn't be in effect until the end of your next turn. So you could theoretically, in this, go +2 AC, then use it again on your next turn to get +5. But obviously that one stack, you can only use one bonus increment to your AC. So if you use it again when you have the +2 on your AC, it becomes +3, just in case you try to get a +5 and then step away. And then if they try to hit you from an opportunity attack, let's say, then you shield or something. If you dipped into wizard or something, or sorcerer, that prevents you from becoming very OP. So obviously you can't stack your ACs on top of each other. Then we have the fourth form, Distant Thunder. The user releases multiple ranged strikes towards a target. When you make a melee weapon attack, you can extend your range up to 20 feet. Focused feature, you deal an additional 2d6 thunder damage, or do 2d6 damage to the attack. And then the final breath, Rumble and Flash. A strong lightning bolt is released from the user. You electrocute everything in a line of 60 feet long and 5 feet wide in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw. Creature takes 88 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. And then we have the Breath of the Beast. First Fang Pierce. You attack the enemy with a powerful force like a raging bull. When you hit with a melee weapon attack, the target needs to make a Constitution saving throw or become stunned until the end of its next turn. Focus. In addition, you push the target back 10 feet. Second Fang Rip and Tear. The user makes a double slash with their blade in both diagonals, making it kind of an X feature. When you attack a creature, you deal an extra 1d6 damage, and you can make an additional attack as a bonus action. Focus, the attack has advantage, and the extra damage increases to 2d6. Then we have the third Fang Devour. You reactively move your weapon to protect your vitals and to make sure they hit an area that does not impede you. When another creature damages you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage to taken by 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. Then focus, the die becomes 1d12 instead. Fourth Fang Spatial Awareness. The user can identify the position of enemies by feeling small disturbances in the air. As a bonus action, you can use the ability Blindside for 1 round. Focus, the ability lasts for 3 rounds instead for Blindside. And then final Fang, Extending Bendy Slash. Ironically, that is a name that he actually has. The user dislocates the joints of his arms to increase the range of his attacks. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere originating from you must make a dexterity saving throw. A target takes 6d12 slashing damage and fall prone on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Obviously, you gotta be surrounded to do a max amount of damage, but it can be really good if it pulls off. But obviously, there's a lot of risk involved considering it's a large radius of effect. But yeah, that's the Demon Slayer class. Obviously, mine is more so focused on the 3 main characters from the anime rather than the overall elements. But please check out MaoStyle's. I'll put his Pinterest, or the post that he has on Pinterest, and the post from the Reddit page that I found. Both there, you can check them out and download. I don't believe they're PDFs, so they're more pictures. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But yeah, check them out, and please feel free and leave comments and say that where we came from, or if you get the boost in clicks or downloads or whatever. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.